එහෙනම් අපි මේ මල් පූජා කරමු නේද? නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ pi බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ pi ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ pi සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ pi බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ pi ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ pi සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි පාණාති පාතා වේරමණී අදින්නා දාන කාමේසු මිච්ඡාචාර මුසාවාදා සුරාමේරය Now we offer the flowers, huh? So all of us will say together. Ganasarappa dittena dipe tamadansina iloka dipang sambuddhai ujaya tamonatang sugandhika yavadana mananta gunakandena sugandhina kandena pujam tathagata varnagandha gunopetang metang kusuma santating pujayami munindassa siripat sarorve pujami buddhang kusumena nena punyena mete abami mukkang pamilaya yatai dhamme kayo tata yati vinas bhavan. Sadhu කියන්නේ samanta Chakravalesu atra gachantu devata Sadhamma muni rajasa sunantu Saka Mukhadan Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. So, friends in the Dhamma, such a pleasure to meet all of you today. A beautiful place, huh? And Diniji wanted me to talk about the Eightfold Path. That's actually what I was talking about all these days. Because the monks even hardly speak about the path. And that's the new thing that the Buddha gave the world. They didn't know this path before the Buddha. So, the path is leading straight to the ending of suffering. Isn't that marvelous? Ending of all suffering. Samsaric suffering. So, this is the one thing that we have to learn and speak and practice all day long, because only a human being can do this. No, devas can't do it. If they have too much luxury, they don't know what dukkha is. They don't know what samsara is. They don't want to know. For what? They think they have a good time, that's it. And then subhuman also they never can. Because their minds do not develop, that's one thing. Even the devas. It's only the human mind that develops, that can be trained to see the reality. So we are very lucky to become human beings for that reason. It's the only time, that's why Buddhas are born into the human world. So now we have the chance and we want to know how to overcome suffering. That was the theme. Everybody was trying. They thought if you give penance to the body and hurt yourself, they sleep on spikes and katudala, and on that they sleep naked. And they hurt themselves, they think by giving so much pain, suffering to the body, you can become enlightened, that all your defilements can go. But they didn't realize there are more defilements. The mind doesn't rest and relax. Whereas the Buddha showed us a way where the mind becomes peaceful, restful, relaxed, generous, kind, easy, and enjoy. Actually, maybe people think that we don't enjoy, but I am surprised because I enjoy more than all of you. Because every moment I have nothing to worry. Isn't that marvelous? Whatever comes, I just quickly let go. Because I don't entertain any unnecessary thoughts of the past, of the future. Past is dead and gone. Future has not yet come. Why worry about a dead past and an unborn future? So just stay in the middle, just stay in the present. Again, the present is also going away, just like the river. Present is becoming past and the future is becoming present. So what to hold on to? Now I want to ask you a question. Do you say in the past, present or future? Normally, most of the time. Huh? Huh? Young. You, future. Past, also past. No, I thought you would think of the future, no? And you, but it's useless pastime. Dead and gone will never come back. So only a memory, and memory is also weak, you forget it, half of it. Unnecessary things you remember, all your pet aversions you remember, the good things you forget, and you have just what can I, rubbish. A lot of rubbish you remember, and they waste time, isn't it? And then the Buddha said, to be in the present, that's just a moving away. So now, but I have to speak about the Eightfold Path, the path that the Buddha recommended. What can you name it, all of you? Samma, Pali වලින් කියමු. Samma Ditti. Say all of you. Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, කියන්නයි. Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. Now these are the 8 requirements, not much. And Samma Ditti. It starts with the Ditti. Ditti kyane Pali. Drushti is Sanskrit. Drushti is to see, no? So if you don't see, you can't travel, you can't walk. First thing is to see. Now what is Samma Ditti? When I ask them, they say, right. When I ask them Samma Ditti, what is Samma Ditti? Because they will say right view, Drushti. But then I ask now, what is some right view? Then there is a Miccha Ditti, the opposite of that, wrong view. When you have Miccha Ditti, write down, you like Miccha Sankappa, Miccha Vacha, Miccha Kammanta, Miccha Ajiva, Miccha Vayam. Miccha Sati doesn't occur because Sati is always Samma. And Miccha Samadhi. Now, important thing is to have this Samma Ditti. Then only write down the line, you get the right view, right thinking, right speech and not wrong speech. Right thinking and not wrong thinking. Right action and not wrong action. Right livelihood and not wrong livelihood. And right effort and wrong effort. There is wrong effort also. People take the wrong effort. Now Prabhakaran and all that, what a lot of effort they take to cheat and to kill and to... They take a lot of effort, wrong effort. Then mindfulness. That's not just be mindful of the work at hand, but also mindfulness of the 4 Satipatthanas. That is mindfulness. Now you'll have to repeat that with me and learn it. What are the 4 Satipatthanas? Yan. Kayanupassana, Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana, Dhammanupassana. Kaya anupassana. That is in Pali. Kaya anuva dakima. Seeing according to what the body is. Be mindful of the body. Body means the inner side, outside of the body. That is Kaya Anupassana. Kaya Anuva Dakim. And what is Vedana Anupassana? Vedana Anuva Dakim. Seeing according to feeling. Good feeling, bad feeling, neutral feeling, mental, physical feeling. So understand the feeling of the moment. It's not to learn and then like a parrot and then to repeat it at the examination. That's how the monks are even trained in the Pirivenas. They are just expected to learn it by heart so they can read it, write it in the exam and get through. But that is not. That is just the theory. The Buddha meant not that. How that is in daily living, kaya anupassana. How to see the body in daily living. How to see the feelings in daily living. You get feelings? Yeah. Good feelings, bad feelings, neutral feelings, mental, physical. Then how to be aware of feelings? That is Vedana. How to be mindful of feelings. How many feelings do you have in a day? Many. Where are all the good feelings you have had in your life? Where? Can't you remember, no? What happened to all the good feelings? What happened to all the bad feelings? You were crying and shouting and saying this and that. And where are all the bad feelings? Gone. Neutral feelings, of course, they come and go. You even don't notice it. You take it for granted. So, all good feelings. How do you react to good feelings? Are you satisfied with one good feeling? No. Two? No. How many? How many good feelings do you want? 100? Not enough. 1,000? So long as you live, you want good feelings, isn't it? Now, what is the reaction to good feeling? How does the mind react? Huh? Huh?
Happiness.
Happiness, yes. Good feeling, happiness. And what is the emotional response to happiness?
To maintain it.
Huh?
You want to maintain it.
You want many, many, many. When you want many, 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 what does the mind develop?
Desire.
Huh?
Greed or desire.
Huh? Wanting, desire, wanting, desire, then grasping, what?
Clinging.
Tanna, huh? Clinging, longing, all of it is there. Good feelings are dangerous because they lead you on to attraction, wanting, insatiate, not satisfied. Once when I was in US or something, a doctor's group, they thought they'll stump me. Then they asked, did the Buddha say not to have good feelings and enjoy life? I said, no, Buddha never said anything like that. Then why can't we have extramarital enjoyment? I said, you can. If you want, you can. But how many lies do you have to say? Huh? How many secret things and how to your family you have to tell lies all the time, and then people you have to And the time you spend thinking about, are you happy with one good feeling? That's what I asked them. They said, no, if you have one good feeling, you want another and another. So you have to whole time think now when and how to get the next. So the whole day you are thinking of these things. Then what happens to your family that you love and all that? You rob them of their love, you rob them, and then you are thinking other things. And your time, your money, your character. And then they withdrew the question. They said, no, we don't want to ask that. So now we have to understand these feelings are terrible, no? They get used to it and it becomes a habit. That's another thing. Once you get used to it, without that you can't. You want it again. That's what happens to any habit. Drinking, drugs, sex, whatever you keep, food, anything, you start wanting again and again. Then what happens? You are addicted. You become a victim. Your mind is victimized. And you mind you can't control. The mind says, I want. And you have no control over this mind. Until you get your satisfaction, gratification, you are fighting for it. No? Knowingly or unknowingly, you are running for it. Until you are satisfied. Then after that, another time, and another time, and another time. Now is that true? Do you feel it? Do you know it? Yeah, you agree? So this satisfaction is something you can't get. The moment you are satisfied, you don't want it. You want something else. Then again and again you are craving, desire. So that there is inbuilt dukkha, in craving, inbuilt. Now I want to ask you a question. Is desire, craving, dukkha? Yeah. Is it dukkha? Craving is dukkha by itself. By itself is craving dukkha? No. If it is dukkha, people will never crave. It is craving is good, huh? They all want it. Wanting. By itself, craving is not dukkha. Can you understand that? Yeah. That's why people go for craving. But they forget that it is not the first noble truth. It's the second noble truth. What is the first noble truth? What's the first noble truth? Huh? The four noble truths you have to know. What are the four noble truths? Dukkha. Yeah. Dukkata hetuva, dukkha samudaya, dukkha nirodha gamini patipada. So this dukkha is not the second, it's the first. What is the second? Dukkata hetuva. What is the second? What is dukkata hetuva? What is the cause of dukkha? Cause of dukkha is not dukkha. Cause of dukkha is tanha. That is craving. So craving by itself is not dukkha, but it is the cause of dukkha. Isn't that true? Isn't the craving the dukkha you are having to maintain houses and cars and earn money and again and again and all the things you do to satisfy your craving, isn't it? Without that you can't live. You just have to have it. Gratification. So isn't that inbuilt dukkha? Wanting to do this, wanting to do that, wanting to become good, wanting to learn and earn money, all of it. So it's very funny but true. So it's this wanting that is pushing you all the time to do things. Huh? So then you are working morning, noon and night. Huh? You can't help. If you are born into this system, you just have to do it. That's like the whirlpool. Huh? Then you are in the whirlpool, whether you like it or not, you have to keep going. Round and round in circles until you get sucked in. Huh? Now you are, say you are in the middle of a traffic jam. Now you have to move. If you don't move, you'll have enough. You can't say, I can't move. No. You just have to move. Keep moving. Because you are in that. So if you are born into this system, you have to do this thing. Not that I'm saying you can't do it. You have to do it. There is no way out. So actually, before the Buddha, nobody knew whether there is a way out of this. They all thought you just have to move with it, that's it. Till you are old and then you have to earn your money, then become old and all that, and your bank balance, and you die. If you die, it's okay. But again you are born, then you have to go to school, learn your ABCD. එකයි දෙකයි දන්නේ නැහැ නේද? දනගාගෙන ගිහලා අර කවුකන කටේ දාගන්නවා. Somebody has to tell you, don't do that. Every time you have to teach them, no? So now again they learn all of it. And then at the end of the story, you get dispossessed of all that. And you die. And then start all over again. Now nobody knew how to get out of this cyclic order. So it's only the Buddha who said that. And what is or how to get out of it? That's the topic for today. The Eightfold Path. So it starts with what? Samadhi, and that is right view. Now what is the right view? It's the opposite of ignorance, no? Right view is wisdom. Opposite of ignorance. If you are ignorant, then you have no right view, no? You just keep going, not knowing what it is and not caring also what it is. Just keep on going. Now what is the right view? What is the wrong view? What is right view? And what is wrong view? You don't know that. How to go?
Nothing is permanent.
Huh?
That
Nothing is permanent. Okay, tell me. Nothing is permanent, everything is changing. Okay. That's what the Buddha said. See with right view, everything is changing. Mind is changing, body is changing. My mind is changing and his mind is changing. My body is changing and his body is changing. So will you take things for granted? No, it's changing. That's the right view. Okay, tell me something else. Right view. If you know that everybody is changing, the environment is changing, the mind is changing, the body is changing. That's the right view. Okay? Nothing permanent. But they were looking for permanent. They thought they can undergo all this penalty and then they become born into the Creator and they become permanent forever and ever. They have a good life. That's what they thought. And that's Buddha said, no. There are no such Creator and no such permanence. Your mind is changing, your body is changing. Their minds are changing, their bodies are changing. And the environment is changing. That's the first First right view. Okay, there's some more. Dukkha, yes. There is dukkha because not. If you don't get what you want, dukkha. If you get what you want, is tanha. No. If you don't get what you want, is. If you get what you want, what happens? Again and again and again, craving. It's a terrible pastime. Huh? If you don't get what you want, anger, hatred, fear, dukkha. Now what to do? This wanting is twofold. No. If you get good things, you are happy. But then you want it again and again until you are bug biting. Then it becomes your habit. Then you want it all over again. If you don't get it, finish. Then you are hurt all the day. You want to get gratification. I want to get satisfaction. Whatever I want, I want. I want to get it. Huh? Until I get it, I am not satisfied. Now look at that kind of thing, what to do? You are torn between two. Getting it is one trouble. Not getting it is another trouble. Isn't that so? Knowing it is right view. Isn't that marvelous? You must know it. Even if I get it, I am not satisfied. I want more, more, more. If I don't get it anyway, I am already stuck with it. So this is the nature. There's a question you can always ask.
What do you do?
Huh?
What do you do if you...
What to do? That's what I'm asking you. This is what is important. What to do? That's what I'm asking. That's the thing, that Buddha is such a genius. He said there is a way out. You can't jump out of this. But if you follow the path, that is to see this. ඒකට කියන්නේ ඥානතෝ පස්සතෝ කියලා. Try and remember those two words. Janato is to know it. Passato is to see it. Just knowing it and seeing it is enough. Then you won't, it's like having your brakes. Now, Diniti, you have a big car. What if you don't have that brakes? What are you going to do? Huh? You just go, you can go at well, you can go 100 miles per hour. What are you going to do with that car? Crash. Huh?
She has two big cars.
Huh?
Two big cars.
මොකද්ද කියන්නේ?
She has two big cars.
I know that. Maybe more even, I don't know. Now tell me, if you didn't have your brakes, what are you going to do with that car? Go into a crash, no? You have to stop and turn. All the time you have to stop and turn. When you're on the road, you have to see your road. And then you have to stop and turn. You just can't, just because you have the pedal or whatever, you can't press and go just like that. Whole time you have to stop and turn. Neither. In that case, remember these two words. Janata passatu. Know it and see it. When you know it and when you see it, you apply the brakes. If you don't know it and you don't see it, you just go. Isn't that how you drive your car? If you don't know how to put your brakes, and if you don't see the danger, what are you doing? You are pressing the accelerator. Neither. Now remember, this is the only solution to your question. Very good question. What to do? Know it and see it. Don't be ignorant. You have to know your road. You have to stop and turn.
So when you know it, will the
brakes apply automatically?
When you know it, it may apply automatically. But if you don't see it, in a sense, knowing is not enough if you don't see it and stop it. You know it is the wrong road, but if you don't stop and see it, you don't stop, no. You just go. If you know it not enough, you have to see it and stop it also. When you see the danger, then you stop. So two things to do. Not only to see it, but to stop and turn. Huh? So if you are going in your car, you have to see. You have to know. You have to know your road, you have to see your road. When it is necessary, you have to stop and turn. Or wait. So you can't, just because you have a big car, don't think you can just go. Isn't that right? That's what the human mind is. It can think 100 things, million things, but don't think useless. Stop and turn. Isn't that marvelous? Don't think of the past, stop and turn. Don't think of the future, stop and turn. Don't think of all the misery in the world. Stop and turn. Don't don't think unnecessary rubbish. I'll tell you, I'll come into that. Now I give you a small solution. When you are thinking is the thing that is going on all the time. Nobody knows, only you know you are thinking. I don't know what you are thinking. If you are not knowing that you are thinking, it's like having a car and not having brakes. You don't know where to stop your thinking. You don't know where to stop and turn your thinking. You are just thinking. All the rubbish in the world. Imagination. Huh? Isn't that what we do? Huh? And not only that, then you read the newspaper. All rubbish. Then you read the TV. All they come and behave as if everything is so perfect. When they are only acting and they are nothing. You see people dancing, singing, and all the beautiful things. But it's only a screen. There are no people there. They are just acting and you are being fooled by the screen. Right? Now, if you want to see the reality, you must know that this is rubbish. Hmm? They are only making money for themselves and wasting our time and making us fools to believe that this is true. No. So, if you are clever, you will be able to see through this. These people are just doing things to fool us. And we get caught, no? And you spend the whole day your computer or whatever you are. Now the handphone, no? So many hours you can spend with your hand. I don't know what on earth there is. Yes, I don't have a handphone like that. It's a very expensive handphone. So you can go and go and go. There was a monk during the Buddha's time. He wanted to see the end of the universe. He had supernormal powers. And then he went. He went, and he got caught to tornadoes and something. The Buddha had to send a light ray, Buddha Rashmya, and get him down. He would have died otherwise. And the Buddha said, don't do this thing. This body is not meant for that. You cannot do it. You better do things within your means. So people think, scientists think they can discover new things, new worlds, all the new things in the world. I think I told you yesterday also how the Canadian scientist came and was describing how they have invented the latest telescope. They can see all the Milky Way. So after all the explanation, I told you, son, if you can take the telescope to the Milky Way, you will see as many Milky Ways. This the Buddha understood. Can you believe what a genius the Buddha is? Buddha knew the infinite world systems. He said, this is the earth, but this is nothing. Infinite world systems. So you waste time, you scientists also, they waste time trying to find what is the, so many things. But there is, you only get caught in some fearful something. Your life will end. I have not achieved anything. Whereas the Buddha has shown us this eightfold path, and you come out of all the suffering. So the first noble truth is what? Right view. Tell me what is the right view? Ah. Seeing the change, anicca, the dukkha, and anatta is the non-self nature. I have no control over this. Can you stop your changing mind and changing body? Can you stop the environment? It's beyond us. Can you stop the heart? Your body? Can you stop or start? Morning, noon and night it is. For 88 years, this heart has been pumping blood, no? Can I stop it or start it? See the non-self nature. None of it. We can't stop. We have no idea. Can I stop the aging process? I became 88 years. But those days I was like that. Nice, running about like, and imagine, can I stop this? And teeth are falling and all these things. Now everything is breaking down. අර කාර් එක වගේනේ. කාලි ඇලි දුවනවා. So now breaking like anything. Every night look after one place, then another place has broken. Then the eye, and then the tooth, then something. So now, can I stop this process? And that is the non-self nature. Now tell me what is the first, what is the samadhi, right view? Can right view is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca is the changing mind and changing body. Dukkha is the inbuilt dukkha. If you get it and if you don't get it, he was asking me what to do. If you get it, also trouble. If you don't get it, also trouble. That's the inbuilt dukkha. Then anatta. Anatta. Na atta anatta. Not me, not I. Non-self nature. Me, I can't do anything. I can't stop this, I can't start this. Isn't that easy to understand? So once you have that at least, or you know that the Four Noble Truths, that the cause of dukkha is tanha. If you know the cause of dukkha is... Now I'm asking a question. From morning till night, are you trying to get rid of your dukkha or cause of dukkha? Tanha. Jnana. Jnana. What are you trying to get rid of? Dukkha. You even don't know the cause of dukkha. That there is tanha. Isn't it? Now can you get rid of the cause dukkha without getting rid of the cause of dukkha? Can you? Then where must you hit at? The cause. If you hit at the cause, dukkha will automatically vanish. But are you addressing the cause or are you addressing the dukkha? All day long, whenever you are hungry, dukkha, you eat something. No? That's it. When you want something, you get it. And that dukkha is finished. Temporary satisfaction, dukkha. But the cause is there, unattended, unknown. Eh? Okay. So no, you have to detect the cause. What is the cause? Tanna, desire, wanting, then craving and want. And what is? Craving and what? Again and again, unsatisfactory, not satisfied. Whatever you get even is not satisfied. Then you want another craving and another craving. Huh? So now it is the craving that you have to watch. No. So now I have to stop and tell why am I suffering? My craving. Why am I suffering? My anger. Because I don't get gratification, I don't get satisfaction. I'm angry. The whole time you blame the world. No. Do you blame yourself? You always blame the world. No? Do you blame your craving? No. When you are angry and unsatisfied, do you blame yourself or you blame the world? Now what is this? Sammaditthi never mithya-ditti. Wrong view, no? Actually, why are you unsatisfied? Your craving is not satisfied. Well, whose fault is that? Well, fault of the world or your fault? Huh? The sooner you admit, better for you. It is my craving that I am not getting what I want. And that is why my problem, my anger. Now don't scold other people for that. Isn't it? I want to get what I want. I don't get it, I'm angry. Now why is that? My craving is the one that is giving me trouble, no? Is it the people around here? They give you as much as they can. However much they give, they are not satisfied. Craving is asking for more. So how much you give even, they are not satisfied. So now, there's a karmic problem which I don't want to say now. So now the first factor of the Eightfold Path, what is that? Huh? Right view. So always stop and think. Right view, ne? Janato passato. Know it and see. Stop and turn. Don't go as if you have no brakes and just go on. Stop and turn. Am I right? Am I thinking right? Then the second noble truth. Now, the second factor of the Eightfold Path. What's the second factor? Samma Sankappa. Sankappa is a Pali word. The Sanskrit word is Singhala and all that is Sankalpana. Kappa කියලා කිව්වට it's Sankalpana. What is Kalpana? උදේට හැදාගෙනකන් කල්පනා නේද? Thinking. Huh? So what is the second factor? Right thinking. Now what is right thinking and wrong thinking? What is right thinking, what is wrong thinking? If you don't know that, right thinking is the right road. Wrong thinking is the wrong road. Now you have no map, you have no idea of the road and you don't know where to turn. If you don't know what to do, you are lost. How are you going to drive your car? You don't know the right road, you don't know the wrong road. How are you going to drive your car? You have the monitor or whatever. Put it on and that fellow will tell you, go here, go here, go here. But this car doesn't have a monitor, no. This thinking goes on like anything. Just thinking rubbish. All day long thinking rubbish. They don't know. Is the wrong road or right road? Is my thinking right thinking or wrong thinking? Don't know. Now, the Buddha is so clever. He enumerated and he said, this is wrong thinking, this is right thinking. Now you'll have to learn this by heart if you want to do the examination. What is right thinking? ඔක්කොම කියන්නේ මාත් එක්ක. You better get it into your දැක්කම්ම සංකල්පනා කියන අව්‍යාපාද සංකල්පනා අවිහිංසා සංකල්පනා ආයි කියන්න දැක්කම්ම සංකල්පනා What is nekkama? Nice krami? What is naikrami? Thoughts of letting go, giving up, giving in. This is very important. You are living a life in your school. Are you able to give in and give up? That is nekkama. Can? Nonsense. You will fight with the fellows until you get. No. Are you able to give in and give up? Huh? No. That is nekkama. Nekkama is giving in and giving up. Giving up all defilements. Giving up anger, giving up craving, giving up fear, doubt. That is nekkama. Can you practice that in daily living? Giving up what? Huh? Giving up anger, giving up craving, giving up jealousy, giving up pride, giving up conceit, giving up what? All defilements. Whenever they arise, you have to see it and know it. And then give it up. Full one. This is where meditation is important. You have to be seeing your mind to practice that in daily living. It's not like writing something on a book and then passing exam. This is the thing to practice in daily living. Giving up what? Kyan? Giving up? Huh? Ayen kyan makana? Huh? Giving up what? Anger. Huh? What's it?
Hatred.
Huh?
Hatred.
Hatred. More than that also what? Craving. Desire. What else? Pride. Huh? Very often it's a pride, no? And conceit. And me, I, mine, ego. Selfishness. Give up the selfishness. Somebody wants something, just give him. Isn't it? Does it cost money to give up your pride? No. Give it up. Does it cost money to give up your anger? No. Does it cost money to give up your ego? Give it up. It's useless. Give up your ego, give up your pride, give up your anger, give up your conceit, give up your selfishness, give up yourself and self. That is the thing. It's a mental attitude. It's a mental attitude. When people are bad, if you are also bad, then you are equal, no? They don't give up, that's okay. You give up.
I have a question. So now if you have a tournament coming up,
මොකද ආයි කියන්නේ මට ඇහෙන්නේ.
so when I do a sport, when I do my sport, I have my main tournament that comes. When I do my sport,
Sports.
yeah, I have my main tournament which comes up, no?
Yeah.
No, I can't just give up the trophy that I'm trying to win, right? So then what can you say for that?
So that is the worldly way, son. The worldly way is that. I'm talking about the super worldly way. This is, the giving up is for that.
I'll stick to the worldly way.
Okay? If it is in the world, you may not give up. You may fight, but still, you can know that that's not the right thing. But for a game, it's okay. You have to play the game. No? If you go to war, you have to kill. If you don't kill, don't go to war. You can't help. Why did you go to war? You better kill. When I became a Bhikkuni, when I was wearing the robes, so that day itself, the Mahanayaka Hamduru asked me to give a talk to an audience. Then I was very frightened. I said, I can't. Then he said, "Bere betagattanan gaande kibbo." So I had no way out. If you go for sports, you better play. Right? That's not this. If you go to the war, you have better fight and kill as many as you can. That's what you went. No? Otherwise, don't go. Okay? So that's another thing. That's the world. This is out of the world. See, we are trying to get out of this problem. We are trying to get out of this cyclic problem, this thing that takes us again and again, and then the whirlpool. It's another story.
Even in that situation, Bhikkhuni, if that with that competitiveness, if there is anger in you,
Unfair. You can't be unfair, no? That's like somebody is saying, stop it, you are wrong. There's always somebody to stop that, no? If it is wrong, even in that case, it works. It has to be fair, no? Yeah. There's that person, what do you call him? The referee. Referee will say, blow the whistle and say, stop it, you're wrong. Even then, that's good. Even in the sports, it has to be fair. Okay. Now, do you understand Nekkhamma Sankalpana? Giving up and giving in. Giving up what? Give up? Give up? Defilement, anger, hatred, me, selfishness, low things, pride, conceit, and that kind of thing. Then, Nekkhamma Sankalpana, Avyapada Avihimsa. What is Vyapada? What is Avihimsa? Giving up anger, Avyapada. Vyapada කියන්නේ තරහට. Avyapada කියන්නේ non-anger. So under no circumstance to show you anger. You know, I gave a talk to some people. They were in a luxury line, I think I would have told you. They came offshore just for 2 hours, and I had to give a talk to these all foreigners. They are mostly Americans. They listened to this whole thing, and they said, it's very well now in this atmosphere, environment. We don't get angry, but the moment we go out and we see something or hear something, we get angry. Is there any solution? So that's the question time. I said, yes. How to stop anger out there? How? The Buddha has said, how to stop anger? Oh. Mukada?
Stay in the boat.
මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයා කියන්නේ interpret.
Stay in the boat, he says.
Stay in the boat. You can't. අස් දෙක වහගෙන ඉන්න බෑ කනේ අනකට ඉන්න බෑ. You can't do like that. How to? You know what the Buddha has said? Don't show your anger. You know, that's what the Buddha has said. මේක මට අරන් යතුට එළියට දාන්න. There is a cushion, no? Put it out. Out. No, එළියට දාන්න. No, put it, no, here. Just put it. Yeah, that's better. It doesn't. Now see, the only remedy, don't show your anger. Now when you are angry, how do you show? How?
Words.
Crying, no? මූණ ලස්සනයිද? ඉනායනවද? You can see the anger in the face, in the eye, speech. කියගෙන anger. Action. දොරවල් ගහනවා අරයි යනවා අයියෙන් යනවා. Anger signs. And the Buddha said, so I have to tell the Suddhas, don't show your anger. And then what to do? But you have to do another thing. Focus on your anger. Understand that your mind is with anger. Then what happens? As soon as you see your own anger, and then you come down with it. You get rid of it. ඒක තේරුණා අත උස්සන. This is $1 million question. How to overcome your anger? How?
You have to think about why you're angry. You don't show it and then you think about why you're angry.
මොකද කියන්නේ?
You should show your anger and then you should think about why you're angry.
See, not why you're angry, that you are angry. That it is your anger is your fault. It is not anybody's fault. Is your anger your fault or my fault? Your anger is your fault or my fault or anybody else's fault? Anger is anger. Then you have to do two things. What to do? Don't show your anger. And then immediately focus inwards and see your anger. Now I'm angry. Say you watch your anger for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Will the anger become more or less? Anger will just vanish. You feel shy. I am no good person. I have so much anger. I better give up my anger. Isn't it? That's what. You feel disgusting. I have so much pride, so much anger. Yeah.
If you see some, say, injustice.
මට අයියෙන්
If
කියන්න.
you see some injustice, right, not to you, to somebody else, should you show your anger?
If you see an injustice done to somebody else, so then you...
For God's sake, keep quiet. You go to settle that and you get into trouble. If you can't stop the world. One thing I will tell you that. World is bad, that I can tell you. Don't try to stop the world. You have no powers over the world. All what you can stop is your own anger. ඒක තේරුණායි සාදු කියන්නේ.
But doesn't that become selfish? To see something and not act upon it, doesn't that become selfish?
Selfish.
Yes.
But if you can aggravate the situation, you can't solve the situation.
So if it is, we don't know whether you can solve it or not. At that moment, you don't know.
No, you better than keep quiet. I'll tell you. If it's your child, all right, I'll give you a solution for that. In the monks, again, within the Buddha has said, the people do wrong things here and here. How to correct them? First thing is, not to scold them in public. First thing. And not to have anger in your heart. Can you? Without anger in your heart, and not to pull them up in public. If you want to correct them, then what you have to do is, you have to find the right moment. Get him close. Talk to him nicely. Words you use, the tone and your language is to be kind and mild and easy. Son, don't do this. For your sake, don't do this. For me, it's okay. You do this and you will get into trouble. So you must be very clever to correct other people. You don't have to be clever to correct yourself because you can see it, no? Okay? So there are methods. But don't go to correct everyone on the road, you get into trouble. They are going to correct the world. You might as well save your breath. Okay? Just let them have the right of way, so you just keep quiet.
And you also should be like not doing that too. You have to be in a position where you haven't done that bad act to advise, isn't it?
I can.
ඒ වරදක් හදනවා නම්
Oh.
තමයි වරද කරන්න බැහැනේ.
You can't do another wrong thing to get rid of that wrong thing. No, that's true. You can't cut with the cutter. No. You have to be good, no, to correct the other person. When you're angry, are you good? No good. How can you? මේ තරහා කියන එක මහා මොට්ට ආයුධයක්. ඒකෙන් කපන්න බෑ. නේ? It's not sharp. අන්නර ප්‍රඥාවෙන් ළඟට ගෙන්නලා ආදරේ කරලා යාට හොඳට වචන කතා කරලා තමෙන් කරන්න එපා කියලා. And that's the thing that may work. That's also there is no guarantee. Because you can't correct other people. But you can always correct yourself. And that will be an example for your son. So you better show by example. I don't get angry. I don't take offense. Why do you want to take offense? Let them say anything. I don't care. They don't know me as much as I know myself. I know how good I am. I know how bad I am. So I don't care for people's opinion. වෙලාවක් නෑ නේද කියලා.
12.
But I have only done 2, no? Nikkama sankalpana, avyapada, avihimsa. Avihimsa කියන්නේ not to hurt people. Under no circumstance to hurt people. Just the other day, the mother said something. This boy had the cup of tea in his hand, threw it at her. You know, people are like that. So you must not hurt each other. Very bad. You must not do that. Then avihimsa. Now what are the 3 sankalpas? Sankalpana? Nekkama sankalpana? Avyapada sankalpana? Avihimsa sankalpana. Nekkama. Then samma vacha. Samma vacha, 3rd one. Right? Speech. Kind, mellow speech. Easy on the ear. Not rough, not vulgar, not hard. words that can make you happy to hear. Use of such words. Then, ඒ කියන්නේ මුසාවාද, පිසුනාවාද, පරුසාවාද, සම්පප්පලාප. Give up. Lie, slander, parusavacha, angry, rough words, and sampappalapa, frivolous nonsense. So that is Sammavacha. And then you speak good and noble words, kind and gentle, loving, caring, good words you use. You don't hate, you don't irritate people by your speech. Then Sammavacha, then Sammakamanta. So not only your thinking, your speech and action. So the easiest way is to practice Metta Bhavana. And if you practice Metta Bhavana all day, then it is Samma Sankalpana, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta. Your action will be Metta, your speech will be Metta, your thinking will be Metta. Once the thinking is Metta, automatically your speech and action is Metta. That's why I told you from the beginning, practice Metta Bhavana whole day long. Can you remember the Metta Bhavana? Hukum kya? Uttan adu divyang asambada avera asapa sabbe satta bhavantu sukhita. Aya. Uttan adu divyang asambada avera asapa sabbe satta bhavantu sukhita. Above, below and across, may all living beings be well and happy, free from pain and suffering, free from anger and hatred, free from enmity. So you have to do this through the day. So your mind is always pure. Then automatically your speech and action becomes pure. So you have gone 4 steps in the Eightfold Path. Then automatically your livelihood will be very fair and just. You won't earn money by wrongful means. Then Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. Samma Vayama, the Vyayam, the effort. Right effort is the effort you need to keep up with your practice of Metta. That is right effort. Again and again, stay with your Metta. Again and again, live with your Metta. Do your Metta Bhavana. That is right effort. Then right, a mindfulness is always there. Because with Metta, you are mindful, you don't hurt anybody, you don't speak wrong words. Then be mindful of the work you are at hand. Be mindful of your feelings and others' feelings. Be mindful of your thoughts. Now I am having an angry thought. I am having pride and prejudice. Be mindful of your thinking. That is Chittanupassana. Then Dhammanupassana is many, many things. So, you're covering Samma Sati by being mindful. Then Samma Samadhi, automatically you will settle down in Samadhi. Your mind becomes so pure that as you sit down, your in and out breath becomes normal. It won't run anywhere else. Now if you sit and do my anapanasati, you can. Can. This moment. All right, you do my anapanasati for 5 minutes. See the in breath, out breath. In, out. In, close your eyes. Now your head and body straight. Watch the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. When the eye enters, no, it is entering. When the eye escapes, no, it is escaping. See the tip of the nose. Not to shift the body. Not to breathe hard, just normally. Normally. Don't breathe hard. Sadhu kyanna. It's a natural watching only. It's not breathing, but watching the breath. So don't do it with effort. You can't relax karala. Just watching the normal breath.
ඒක අඩු වෙලා යනවා. හුස්ම අඩු වෙලා යනවා.
මොකද?
ඒ feeling එකත් අඩු වෙලා යනවා වගේ.
Definitely the breath will disappear. There is no breath, you can't even watch it. No breath.
Then what do we watch?
No, actually there is. Because the body doesn't consume oxygen. Body is very still. So the breath becomes very subtle. You even don't see it. That's a good samadhi. Okay. Nenam sadhu kiyanna. So we'll call it a day. So you have no special person, but we will always share merit with the divine beings and our dear departed relations. Huh? Okay, and we call it off. Anankyam. Akasatta Jebumata Devanaga Maiti Punyanta Anumoditva Chirangrakan Sama Sambuddhas Sasanam Akasatta Jebumata Devanagamai Punyantanamodi Shiranrakan Sama Sambuddha Desana Akasata Jamumat Punyantanamodi Shiranrakan Samma Sambuddha Savaka Idavo Nyati Nango Sukhita Untunya Idavo Nyati Nango Sukhita Untunya Idavo Nyati Nango Sukhita Sadhu kiyanna